Welcome, my brothers and sisters, to another day here at Quarantine Hope Spring Church Edition. If you're quarantined like I am, and I'm stuck in the church forever, I'm kidding, I'm not stuck here. I just drive from here to there to here to there, my house to church, my house to church. But if you're quarantined, you're looking for a video to watch, I'm glad you clicked this one because, there's nothing better than watching youth group on your screen. I know you're all watching this on your phones. Yeah, you Gen Zers. But due to the coronavirus, we are doing primetime here online. Woo! But I'm still at the church, so in your face. If you haven't been with us for the last 2 weeks, you can click the video in the link below called Finding Love, Making Love, and Keeping Love. Weeks 1 and 2, we'll recap what we talked about during weeks 1 and 2. This is week 3 of Finding Love, Making Love, Keeping Love, and we're in Song of Solomon, chapter 2. So go ahead and turn there as I kind of just recap what we talked about. So week 1, we talked about them, these two lovebirds meeting each other and seeing so much beauty and charm and godliness in each of them, and they're admiring each other. And then week 2, we looked at the first date, how they got prepared for the first date, how they flirted on the first date, and how they almost went too far, but she stopped it. She goes, "Do not waken love before it's time," which is kind of our theme for this week. Our theme for this week is patience. So patience is our theme for this week. We'll be talking about patience and how these people had patience while living their lives. Okay, so if you want to turn to Song of Solomon, I'm going to go ahead and start reading in chapter 2, verse 8. So if you haven't, you can pause it because of the video. And I'm going to go ahead and start reading in 3, 2, 1. "The voice of my beloved, behold, he comes, leaping over mountains, bounding over hills. My beloved is like a gazelle or a young stag." And I love how she opens up. Actually, she's continuing a sentence from last week, but how she opens up saying, this dude, he speaks with confidence. The voice of my beloved, behold, he comes, leaping over mountains, bounding over hills. My beloved is like a gazelle or a young stag. This guy has confidence in the way he speaks. He wants to glorify God in how he speaks. He looks like a stag, or gazelle. Guy has majestic qualities to the way he speaks. She's admired by that, and she goes on and goes, "Behold, there he stands behind our walls, gazing through the windows, looking through my lace." Guys, this is not Solomon saying, go stalk your girlfriend, okay? Go stand behind her walls, peep through her windows. No, don't do that. Bad idea. Bad news bears, guys. Get the cops called and you get a restraining order. Lose your chance with the girl. What this is saying is that she was being physical with the dude. They were embracing each other, and she stopped it. And she said he didn't invade. He didn't press forward. He stayed there and he patiently waited. He looked through the windows. He gazed. He admired her beauty from a distance. He admired her purity from a distance, and he cared about her purity and just judgment. And guys, so this is what you guys need to get at. You guys need to get is that care more about this girl's purity than fulfilling some physical need that you need. That is more important to care about her character and her beauty than it is to push forward. Okay? And she goes on, "But my beloved speaks and says to me, Arise, my love, my beautiful one, and come away. For behold, the winter is past and the rain is over and gone. The flowers appear on the earth, and the time to sing has come, and the voices of the turtle doves is heard in our land. The fig trees rippled in figs, and the vines are in blossom. They give forth fragrance." Guys, listen to this. And guys and girls, not just males. I just say guys randomly. Guys and gals, listen to this. Okay? He's saying how beautiful she is. Not just that, he goes, I want to take the next step with you. And the next step in Solomon's world isn't sex, guys. That's not what he's saying. He wants to take that next step. The next step is defining the relationship, becoming more, maybe going into a courtship or an engagement. He's saying, a time has come, I love you so much, I want to make you mine, I want to go forward with our relationship, I want to be something more than just a casual fling. I want to be your man, okay? And he's going for saying, I want to be this, the time has come, the winter is gone, and he asked her to be her man. He goes on, I arise, my love, my beautiful one, and come away, oh my doves, in the cliffs of the rocks, in the canyons of the cliff. Let me see your face. Let me hear your voice. Your voice is sweet and your face is lovely. Again, he just builds confidence in this lady. She goes, oh, you're beautiful. The way you speak is beautiful. The way you look is beautiful. Let me see it. Let me hear it. I want to talk to you on the phone. I want to get you on FaceTime because you are the most amazing person in my life. He's going forward and forward with this building confidence in this young lady. And because he cares about her, he loves her, he doesn't like to see her in pain and suffering and thinking that she's not as beautiful. Then he challenges her with this. Catch the foxes for us, the little foxes that spoil the vineyards, for our vineyards are in blossom. Listen to this. He's saying, there's things that's stopping you from loving me more and pursuing this relationship. Catch those foxes. Whether that's insecurity in who you are, because you are beautiful and you don't need that. Catch those foxes. They're little tiny baby foxes. Just catch them, cast them out, because it's time right now. The vineyard's in full blossom. And he's saying, don't let these insecurities, whether it's another guy who's taking you down or just the way people treat you, don't let those things keep you down. Catch them a little compared to the love this dude has for this girl. Girls, this is the guy that you want. He goes, hey, there's things keeping you from me. You need to work those things through. I will wait for you. You need to work those things through. And she goes, my beloved is mine and I am his. His gaze among the lilies until the day breathes and the shadows flee. Turn, my beloved, and be like a gazelle or a young stag on the cliff mountains. And this almost sounds like a rejection. Like, no, I'm not good. I'm not here. You have lilies. You have so many other girls to choose from. You don't want me. I'm not good enough for you. And she's saying this. And she's kind of denying him, pushing him away because she doesn't think herself as good enough. Girls, don't be this way. Because here's what leads. Listen to the next verse, okay? It goes, on my bed by night I sought him, whom my soul loves. I sought him, but found him not. I will arise now and go to the city, in the streets and in the square, and I'll seek him whom my soul loves. I sought him, but found him not. This describes missing opportunities like none other, okay? None other. Because she is regretting what she just did. She's saying, oh no, I made a mistake. She's tossing and turning. She had those feelings. I don't know if you ever had this when you were sleeping or waking up, but you wish somebody would walk through the door in that moment and say they love you. I remember going to college and leaving a girl that I had a lot of feelings for, and every now and again I wish that she was coming through voice because I wanted to see her. What this is saying is, hey, when an opportunity comes, don't miss it. Don't miss it, because it's going to keep you up. It's going to keep you awake. Seek it out till it ends, or that you are certain that it's over. Like, this is not something for me. So if you're pursuing a Christian guy and he seems like he's a godly guy, and you're pursuing him, and you find out he's a Christian guy and you don't want it anymore because he's not following God how you think that he should be, well, maybe it's time to cut things off. But there's a godly guy pursuing you, or guys in verse 1, there's a godly girl pursuing you. Don't just cut it off because you don't think you're good enough for them, but seek it out until its end. If they're not interested in you, that's one thing. But if they're interested in you and you don't think yourself is good enough, don't be like, I'm not good enough for you. But open yourself up to being loved, because you deserve it. You deserve it to be loved. Guys and gals, you deserve it. And here she is, so tossing and turning in her bed, and she wants the desire to be loved. And then she goes out and seeks him. She goes out and finds him. She goes, where is he? Looking all over the place for him, cannot find him. And I love this kind of callback to chapter 1. If you remember in chapter 1, she goes, don't let me be like the girls wandering the streets looking for love. And here she is looking for love in the streets. She didn't want to do this in the first place, but she has come to a place where she's in desperation. She's looking for him, and then some guys found him named the watchman, and here he goes. The watchman found me as they went about the city. And I asked them, have you seen him whom my soul loves? Scarcely I had passed them. When I found him whom my soul loves, I held him and would not let him go until I had brought him into my mother's house and into the chambers of her whom conceived me. I urge you, O daughters of Jerusalem, by the gazelles or the does of the fields, that you do not stir up or awaken love until it pleases. Listen to this, guys. She looks for this dude and she can't find him. She looks and finds some watchmen. They ask him, did you see him? They're like, yeah, maybe he's back there. I don't know. So she goes over there and she finds him and she embraces him. She goes, yes, I found you. I'm so sorry. I do want you. I do care about you. And he embraces her back and they're again embracing each other. And she goes, let me take you and meet my mother. Let me take you and meet my family so that you know who they are, because you deserve to know my family. So this is very important. Girls and guys, if you're dating somebody, you're in a relationship, you haven't met their parents yet, go meet their parents, because you need to see what their lives were before they met you. Because you are entering a family that's not just your family anymore, but the family that you're creating. And you need to see where she was conceived, where he was conceived, being the parents of your significant other, because that's important. And she brought her to her parents to meet her parents. And they, once again, said this famous phrase, do not awaken love until it pleases, saying, don't push forward, don't embrace in sexual morality before it's time. And I love it because it fits again the theme of this passage that I brought up to you, which is patience. And let me break down, there's 3 different ways that patience is being practiced in this passage of Song of Solomon, okay? So the first way that I see patience being practiced is that he did not invade her purity, but he waited, okay? So what he did instead was he invited her to be something more than just friends or just people who see each other, or like, So there's 3 ways that I see this passage there's 3 ways I see this passage relating to patience. And the first way is that Solomon did not invade, but he invited her down. So this isn't saying, invite her to have sex, but he didn't invade her and had sex with her and destroy her purity, but he invited her to be something more than just a casual fling or seeing each other or just friends. They invited her to be something so much more, be like, hey, be my girl, be the person I pursue, let me betroth you, or let me be engaged to you because I love you. And he invited her to this relationship, even though at first it seemed more like a rejection, but he invited her instead of pushing forward with something before it's time. Right. The second thing was that during that time when she was looking for Solomon, as we mentioned last time, where she goes, do not let me wander in the streets looking for you, but tell me where you are. That he did not wander the streets. He was where he was supposed to be, and she found him right where he's supposed to be. So she looked and looked and looked, and she found him in a place that should have been obvious to her. And it mentioned that in the passage, saying that I passed him, but then I found him. Saying that he was where he was supposed to be, but in her haste, she overlooked where he should be. So So this is saying, do not wander, but be waiting. Okay? Not to wander, but be waiting. Wait for the person you love to come to you. And this is so hard in dating relationships, but let me tell you this, if God wants something to happen, it's going to happen. As I said in week 1, okay, it's so much easier to fall into a toxic relationship with the wrong person than it is the way to be in the right relationship with the right person. Because, as I said in week 1, it's so much easier to fall into a toxic relationship with the wrong person than it is to wait for the right relationship for a health. Like I said in week 1, it's so much easier to fall into a toxic relationship with the wrong person than into a healthy relationship with the right person. And let me tell you this guy's waiting for the right girl. He's waiting for her, and she, even though she thinks that herself not as good, when she realizes she made a mistake, she seeked after him and came for him. Because honestly, if you're waiting for the right girl, it's going to happen. God's going to be good. He's going to give you the right girl. Or girls, if you're waiting for the right guy, God's going to give you the right guy for you. You can have a healthy relationship. So that you can have a healthy relationship. And I deeply desire for each and every one of you to have a healthy relationship. First of all, with God. And then second of all, with the guys you're falling in love with. The third way I see it is that he didn't hesitate, but he embraced. You see, it's so easy to hesitate, and hesitation gives worry and complications to your life, especially when it's found in insecurities. So if you're insecure, do not hesitate, but embrace. Don't wait until you're freaking out, but embrace a relationship when needed. All right, so this is my 3 points that I got out of this passage. If you have any questions, please put in the comment down below. I really appreciate every single one of you, and I'm praying for you. Y'all need to wash your hands. You need to be that's smelling good on the outside, because there is a virus sweeping our nation. And I'm praying for you all to stay healthy and keep healthy. So let me pray you all out, and then you guys can click and exit this video. Or if you want to leave me a comment, leave me a comment. I appreciate each and every one of you. Let me go ahead and pray you out. Lord, thank you for this time that you give me to just record this video and embrace what's happening, Lord. I pray over our church as we go through this time of separation, that you stay diligent on the online fear and us calling each other, Lord. Watch over all our loved ones as they also embrace this new idea of life for the next few weeks. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Thank you all. Appreciate y'all. Night. No, audio isn't that important.